fewer upgrades are needed now because everything is starting to actually get upgrades. That's good.
Huzzah! I'm at 36 IC on equipment upgrades right now, which I think is mostly planes.
Gotta get those Centauro 3s into the air. I'm just gonna plot a course for Bordeaux and see what happens.
Alright, the 4th Infantry Legion is attacking me, but they're French, so you know. Alright, so now we're just...
Give me back my legions!
I guess... I guess we're just following the Loire north now. Booyah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could use one more doodle. Chemical mortars for every man, woman, and child. Getting wrecked in this mission in BattleTech. Aldra, what mission are you on in BattleTech? I'm very curious. Because there's a couple doozies. RNGesus was not with me for most of my BattleTech playthroughs, but I got a couple lucky shots in. Like there was one mission where things were going completely tits up until I just punched somebody's head off. and then everything was fine. Like things were really going tits up. Like two of my heaviest mechs lost basically all of their weapons, so I was down to just punching the enemy, and the enemy was at like full health, and I was just like, this is never gonna work. And I just ran up to it, punched him in the face, and killed the pilot. I actually got an achievement for that one. Kill the pilot without destroying the mech.
Have you played like MechWarrior Online?
A little bit.
You know what we need to do though? What we should do.
Just play MechWarrior Online?
Well, not specifically MechWarrior Online. I was thinking actually, Yumi Roach and then a 4th play MechWarrior 5 when it comes out because that's supposed to be 4-player co-op.
Wait, there's a MechWarrior 5?
It's in development right now.
That sounds good. Because I played MechWarrior as a child.
Yeah, I think it's being developed by the same guys who did MechWarrior Online, which is Piranha Games.
Short-range missile tank? Yeah, oh god, the short-range missile tank is a fucking beast. Bob, if you're playing BattleTech and you ever see a tank armed with nothing but short-range missiles, kill it immediately. Because it really hurts when, like...
What did I finish on? I just finished the where you pick up the Argo.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're a little ways in. Not nothing.
Yeah, well, I'm a few hours in, so...
Yeah. The 7th Armored Division. The Desert Rats have escaped again!
Damn it.
But they were not in that encirclement, so who the fuck knows where they were at the time. Yeah, my favorite missiles I think are my favorite weapons so far, because I've got the Lady Magnus mech, which is my Shadowhawk outfitted with nothing but long range missiles. So she just stands, she's like a Katyusha. She just is behind cover, far away from the battlefield, just launching dozens and dozens and dozens of missiles at people outside of their range. And then I have, I don't remember which one it was exactly. I want to say it was maybe a Vindicator that I have outfitted as, it's a shotgun. It's just short-range weapon. It's nothing but short-range weapons and, like, punching. Lady Magnus. Yes, Lady Magnus. Lady Magnus is my favorite doodle. My favorite wife and my favorite mech. Do you have a weapon preference on those guys yet, Bob, or are you just doing whatever feels natural?
Well, the Blackjack is obviously set up to be a brawler right at the beginning.
Blackjack is cursed!
Well, no, you're cursed. You're Ben. So, like, the Blackjack's a brawler mech, so that guy's supposed to, like, go in kind of first is really what it is. The sort of the reversal I find with whether you're playing like the earlier MechWarrior games or MechWarrior Online is that typically the lights are the ones that are out scouting, You don't do that in MechWarrior
No.
in BattleTech.
No,
The lights very much are there to support the mediums and the heavies and potentially assault mechs if you ever get an assault mech into your lineup. So that's a little bit different right there. I mean, what mech is equipped with what weapons really depends. Like I set up the Shadowhawk that you get with Behemoth, which is one of the default pilots I think you get to start.
Yep.
I gave her LRMs and a long range laser. She's very much more of a standoff engagement. The other one, Glitch, in her, what is it? I forget what her mech is. Anyway, she's much more. She's a compromise mech. You know, she can do some long range stuff. She can do some short range stuff, but she can kind of fill in where necessary. Right. So then there's my trusty Blackjack, which is kind of maintain the brawler status, which is like I am in your face now. Look at all these lasers. I'm in your face.
So I actually junked the Blackjack and got rid of it.
Why? Blackjack's so good.
Because basically what happened was like on one of the first, it wasn't the first mission, but one of the first missions, it took massive damage. It took like it was like $300,000 worth of damage, and
we love you.
Shut up, baby. I know
hey
it.
Tesla, thanks for the resub. Appreciate that. It took like $300,000 worth of damage and was out of commission for months. And so it got labeled the Hangar Queen because it was always, while I was out running missions, it was always sitting in the hangar just waiting to get repaired. My other mechs would come in, they'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days worth of damage each. So that would push the Blackjack back, a month of repairs. So it was just never repaired. Finally got the thing repaired. Re-outfitted for battle, sent it back into combat. The very first thing that happened was one of its right torso got hit, ammo cooked off, blew up, and knocked the mech over. I took injuries, immediately lost half my weapons, and so the thing went into one battle, then right back into the hangar for like 100 days. Set them back out into combat, and the entire array of mechs are standing there. Every single enemy fires on the Blackjack and basically killed and blew it up and destroyed it. And I was just like, okay, so the game clearly has a Blackjack boner, and it's like every single time he shows up for a mission, it's a liability because he always ends up dying because the enemy always focus fires down him. So I just got rid of him. And no more problems.
All I heard of all that was blah, blah, blah. I'm bad at BattleTech. Blah, 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 blah.
Get good, scrub. Get good, scrub. But anywho, BattleTech is great, and you should play it. Magnus luck plus RNG games equals lots of lols. Yeah, basically. So what happens when I play a game when there's any RNG whatsoever? I get fucked.
Are we killing some French Nazis? No, we are the Nazis and killing French. Don't be confused on that.
See ya, Uldra.
Bad at BattleTech? Question mark. Sure. I haven't seen your series yet on it, so I can't say yay or nay to that.
I've actually been I've after the first couple missions and just kind of getting used to stuff, I got pretty good at it. Like people calling me a noob for having a long range missile boat. It's like, well, it fucking works. I get a 10% bonus to hit on called shots with a long range missile boat.
The genesis on that is really more from MechWarrior Online. Everyone fucking hates LRM boats on MechWarrior Online because they're essentially unless you can find just like something that's got cover above you or you hide behind a bigger mech, you're just not gonna escape it.
Mm-hmm.
So LRM boats have got a pretty bad rap in like MechWarrior Online.
So maybe that's where that comes from.
That's exactly where that comes from. But in BattleTech, I don't think there's a really problem.
I mean, Lady Magnus is easily done like twice the damage and twice the kills of any other mech because opening phase of the battle, if it's a light mech in any way, she could do a called shot on a leg and knock the thing down in the first round. It's like Artie and Rule the Tank. Worse because Artie and Rule the Tank gets to fire one round. Lady Magnus, I think one barrage from Lady Magnus, I think is 40 missiles right now.
I think this is a current events joke here. Morally justify yourself by making the enemies Nazis, Bob. It works every time. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I I'm picking up what you're putting down.
See where you're going with that.
Really? We won the Battle of Mazmet with whatever that was? Really? Did we really kill that many dudes? Okay.
Okay.
Mezamet. Yeah, down here on the southern end of things here. We won the battle. They lost 9,000 some troops out of that. I lost like 4,500 and we won the battle.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was So yeah, like a combined 13,000 dudes died in the south of France right there. That's a pretty heavy battle in the south, actually.
Long-range missile boat plus light mech to tear you up. That's what I've been doing. I'm using my Panther as my light mech, which is compared to the Locust, which is a death trap, and the Spider, which is slightly less of a death trap, but still a death trap. The Panther is amazing because it's a light mech. I got tons of jump jets on it, so it's bouncing all over the battlefield, and it's got 4 medium lasers on it. So, you know, in a pinch, he could really crank out a good burst DPS. That plus Lady Magnus and her ridiculously upgraded missile boat is just beastly. If you ever see a tank called a Shrek, run away from it or directly towards it, one or the other.
Okay.
It's got 3 PPCs on it, which you know 3 PPCs equals dead mech in like 1 round.
Jesus.
So either stay away from it or run up to it so it can't hit you. No urban mechs? I don't know what an urban mech is.
I was actually really sad that the urban mech was like the target practice at the beginning of the game.
Maybe it was a joke.
Urban mech is it's kind of got a bad rap, I think. So urban mech is kind of just what it sounds like. It's a mech made for urban combat. It's a smaller mech and it can rotate 360 degrees. So it's got good coverage at that point, right? But the thing is, it's really slow, and it's actually really not that good of like a combat mech in like other circumstances. It's like urban combat or nothing for an urban mech.
Okay.
So, and it looks like a trash can too. So it does not have like a good rep for being like a good mech. Though I will say it's fucking hilarious to be running around with urban mechs and like MechWarrior Online have like a lance of 4 people just in urban mechs. Because no one expects you to do anything, and then you start owning everybody.
No one expects the urban mech Inquisition.
They don't. Okay, all of you just start bombing indiscriminately all around here.
Come on.
Bomb all the things. Continuously. All the time. All day, every day.
Fire everything!
That squadron gets to stay home and get upgraded as it's doing right now. Who's actually ready to go? You're not ready to go, that's for sure. You guys are kind of good, but we want to rebase you, though.
Maybe urban mechs are just meant for more like murdering civilians, and they're not really meant for actually like killing other mechs. They're just there for police actions.
Well, it's an urban pacification mech. That's what it is.
All right, I gotta check my music real quick because it's not playing.
I mean, that said, it could probably fight in urban environments other mechs without like a lot of difficulty, but because that 360-degree rotation on its turret, really good.
The French are logistically bombing the south of France. That's fine. Well, I know the French are logistically bombing me. I have interceptors in northern and southern Italy to guard the homeland. So, I mean, whenever they go up, I'm intercepting.
And now my German fighters are also in the air there, too.
Yes, Bob has some fighters based in the Alps. Must be an interesting landing strip in the middle of the Alps.
I didn't build it, okay? The French did.
Yeah, I must say, I didn't build it either. That's on the French side of the border.
I just wanted to be close to the action. If it's only 4 little squadrons, and I think it'll be fine. Production, give me more consumer goods.
All right. Tobruk has fallen, and also Tobruk. Tobruk and Tobruk.
Tobruk.
There's 2 of them. Tobruk and Tobruk. That's what I'm going to go with.
Fight those desert rats. Hey, another major victory. So we killed 35,584. Battle of Kherson. This is in the north. So which province is this? Oh, this one. Okay. Yeah, so the French hurled themselves at me and lost 7-1.
Huzzah! Victory is built on piles of dead Frenchmen.
Frenchmen specifically. Everyone remember that.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're doing pretty good. Almost got my tanks done.
Yeah, I've got some tanks that are rolling off the line too, but I'm not going to deploy them. I'm going to keep them in reserve for now because I think our standing forces will be plenty to deal with France, so we don't need to deploy anything else extra right now.
There is
I've got a bunch of divisions standing around Berlin right now that are just kind of hanging out. Frankly, because I don't want them going in there and eating up manpower and supply.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of German forces out here already to deal with this. We're winning battles all across the line. We're holding our ground just fine, and the southern advance is creeping forward at a pretty good clip. So I'm not really worried.
Oh God, the 50 Northumbrian division is down to 30% of its optimal strength. That's a lot of dead Englishmen.
You're a lot of dead Englishmen.
I mean, I would imagine that most of the ones I captured didn't make it to prison camps, but yeah, okay. Urban mechs equals Frenchman.
Oh God, no! You take that back.
That's
Take that
what
back, you fuck.
That's what my chat says.
Your chat's dumb.
Oh my! You heard it here, folks. Bob hates you.
If you're gonna say silly things like that, then yes, absolutely.
See, I don't. You like urban mechs, correct?
I like urban mech, yes.
Because no one anticipates the urban mechquisition. You know, you might be able to cross the Maginot. There's only garrisons on it now.
Well, I've only got garrisons on my side. Too.
Oh, okay. You don't have real troops either. Okay.
I mean, I've got 2 divisions of infantry in the south, which actually there's a cavalry division over there. Let's try this. Let's go ahead and shuffle you down there. You guys attack forward.
That guy from college says you should square up Bob because he's coming over there right now.
Fuck you, that guy. You come over here right now. I'll kick the shit out of you.
Bob's like a big dude. I don't know how big you are, that guy, but I mean, Bob's a big dude.
Oh, now I got to use for these panzers actually to break through the south here.
I wouldn't want to fight him. Also, he used to like beat people up professionally.
You make me sound like an MMA fighter.
Redirect your manpower. Let's see. No, I'm not going to redirect 1 million people to something. We're okay.
People.
It's 1,000 manpower. It's literally 1 million people. 1 million Italians. Alrighty, let's keep this up. Do you own islands near Turkey? I saw some green over there. Yes, I do. Let's see. Rhodes and that one.
How's the narc support in MechWarrior Online? It works. I can tell you that. Thank you, fucking LRM boats.
Narc support?
I don't remember what it stands for, but you can essentially, when you narc somebody, you essentially shoot like a little tag. It's like a little sensor lock.
Sensor lock, yeah. Yeah.
Well, don't think of it in BattleTech terms. This is something else. This is like shooting. This is actually shooting something at.
Oh,
you're tagging
okay.
A mech is what it is.
Gotcha. All right, time to build more stuff. Division HQ. Let's see. Truck transport. Maybe some motorized troops, combat engineers, motorized support.
What we got over here?
Let's see. We're gonna do motorized infantry ×3. Field artillery medium. That'll get me 6 kilometers an hour. Anti-aircraft heavy is faster than anti-aircraft light. Whatever. Let's see.
Well, it's probably the difference between being pulled by, like, hand and then also then being pulled by, like, a truck.
Yeah.
If I had to venture a guess.
I don't have any recon in here. Alright. We're gonna put 5 of those on. I'm making real divisions.
It's so cute.
I know! I used to kill people professionally. Does that count? Yeah, I think that might be Bob's beating people up professionally.
That's definitely not the same profession.
No, well, Total Wolf's ex-military. So there's Italian tanks on the front. I mean, they don't have any organization yet, but they're there.
I would like to clarify, though, given your statement, that I never, like, was offensive. Okay, like, that wasn't my job. My job consisted of physical security, is what it was. And if people decided that they wanted to tango, then it was go time. Need to make that very, very clear. Okay, well, we've almost won the Battle of Brussels. We're getting in there.
Freaky Zed was a tanker too. So there's it always surprises me how many ex/current military people are in our communities. I guess it shouldn't though, considering we play war games. Got about a few Englishmen down here.
Going.
About a few.
Onwards, Gerbil Jaegers.
Gerbils.
Yeah, but yeah.
Bob worked at the Secret Service confirmed. I think it was more like corporate.
Yeah, private security. Not like mall cop security. I was a few steps above that.
So Bob, for a second there, I was like, please don't tell me you're a mall cop. I had to deal with those twats.
No, not mall cop. This is much higher executive level kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's like, I used to work in a mall, in a GameStop, filled with kids who'd like to try to steal things. There was always a lot of having to deal with mall cops who were literally not allowed to do anything. Hey, that guy's stealing something. Well, I'm not allowed to physically stop them, so what's the plan then? Just let them, because I'm not allowed to touch them. That's what's fun about stealing stuff from a retail environment. The employees are not allowed to touch you. The mall cops are not allowed to touch you. So, like, if when I worked at GameStop, if you physically saw someone stealing something, the most you could do is walk up to them and go, "Could you not?"
We love you.
Shut up, baby. I know it.
Hey, Bronze, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate that. Shut up, baby. I know it. Well, the my Twitch Prime notification for subs is Bender a bunch of hookers going to Bender going, "We love you," and then him going, "Shut up, baby. I know it." I got a lot of Futurama quotes flitting around. More Italian tanks. Poor mall cops. Yeah, nobody gave the mall cops any respect because they're not allowed to do anything. I'll keep that info in my pocket, Ben. You do that guy. You do that. It doesn't mean that a lot of malls didn't have actual cops stationed in them, though. The mall I worked at did have like a small sheriff station in the mall.
Yeah, that's not a thing like here in Western Washington. I was really surprised to see that in Pittsburgh when I was living there for a couple of years. It's like, oh, okay, all right, this is a thing here.
I guess we don't care about security here. All right. So we have destroyed several British infantry divisions and most of their ancillary troops in North Africa. There's at least 2 proper British infantry divisions still fighting in North Africa, but they're outnumbered like 10-1. 5-1. Security where you live, the mostly off-duty cops. Yeah, our security where I worked was mostly fat people who couldn't run. It's just a bunch of tubby guys who didn't have anything better to do. Fucking British.
I'm gonna build more of these oil rigs in Germany. Is what I'm gonna do.
That's a good idea.
Since we're definitely running into crude oil and fuel shortages, and my trading doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot to alleviate that.
Somebody in my chat said, you picked the wrong mall in Pittsburgh at the wrong time, you'll get overrun by zombies.
That's the Monroeville Mall, actually, that they're talking about. And, well, yeah, because when Romero died, was it Romero? Romero's the guy that made the zombie movie,
yeah.
right? Dawn
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
Dead and stuff. Yeah, there was actually a little memorial there for him in the mall. So yes, I lived near that mall.
Bob is ex-Pittsburghian.
Thank God. Just no hope there. Just no hope, Ben. Don't go there.
I wasn't planning on it.
Don't do it. Just stay in Florida.
Yeah,
You can already get plenty of misery there.
yeah, I know. I mean, like literally every single. Triangular, thanks for the follow. Every single day, the news is nothing but like Florida man rapidly stabs person sitting at a steakhouse. It's just Florida man headlines. You know how the rest of the country gets the occasional Florida man headlines? We get all of the Florida man headlines here. All right. Don't
Let my Gerbil Jaegers go.
Don't die, Bob. I have to hit the head, so just whatever you do,
I think I
don't
can
lose the
handle this.
war in the next 1 minute.
I think I can do this. Hey guys, should I lose the war in the next couple minutes? Should I just research you to deploy everyone to Berlin? I would very much like to have some of these combats finally finish up so I can actually move forward with some of these guys. I mean, maybe it might be a better idea to restructure my order of battle here, so I can have like the infantry all across the line, and then keep the motorized and the tanks like in position somewhere so that they can just swoop in and start killing stuff. Major victory, another one. Yeah, that's a fair few dead. I don't even know where that is. That's a fair few dead French right there. Oh, that gives me, like, Oregon Land Organization regen. That's cool. I can dig that. Take Rome. just declare war on him quietly.
Alexander, thanks for cheering while I was gone. Let's see.
Bits for bladders.
Someone said an actual headline from today was Florida man tries to eat someone's face. Which doesn't surprise me. Was that Waffle House shooting in Florida? I feel like that would be a Florida thing too. The Siegfried line has collapsed. No, it's okay. There's still some old men and sick children guarding it.
I mean, we're like trying to push across with tanks and stuff now into the Siegfried line, so we got infantry. I mean, and the garrison on the other side is not doing hot. In fact, it's just a cavalry division is all it is over there. So there's like some horses hanging out in bunkers.
All right, let's actually get a.
What was with the question of earlier about do I know who Glitterhoof is? Of course I know who Glitterhoof is.
Glitterhoof is the sexiest horse known to man. The bath salt thing from a couple years ago. Oh, the last time someone tried to eat someone's face in Florida. Right. Sorry.
That was a zombie, I'm pretty sure. I haven't a good authority.
All right, these guys don't have a lot of org, but let's send the Italian tanks into combat for the first time. We'll vet them killing some colonial troops.
Who is the mythical character of Florida Man? I love how the guy asking that question is called Nigerian Prince.
I know Nigerian Prince. He's been around for a while.
So if it's a legit question, so here in the United States, you can see it anywhere in the world, obviously, but you'll see like headlines.
Bob, save the game.
Like,
save the game, Bob.
Oh, why? What's happened?
Save the game just crashed.
Save game. Ben Bob MP. Save. Okay.
Good.
We'll find out in a second here as soon as it's done. Just start building mechs, Bob, and crush all in your way. I'm trying to. It's trying really hard to save this game, Ben.
Oh, god damn it.
Well, remember, I've got the autosave turned on.
Yeah, oh yeah, you do.
But anyway, here in the United States, whenever you hear something in the headlines that's like crazy or inane or something like that, typically it's going to be preceded or followed by Florida man.
Man in Florida eats another man's face, which happened more than once.
Yeah.